Welcome. It is a late night stream for me. So yeah, I've had this this game, Clannad, on my list for quite a while now. It's a visual novel, and I watched the anime many years ago, back in the mid to late 2000s, I want to say, and it was a very beautiful story. Let us begin. I believe this is the protagonist guy. I forget what his name is, but we'll see. The world is covered in white. Snow. Yeah, it's snow. Even now it continues to fall, coating me in its paleness. What could I be doing here? Better yet, how long have I been here? My hand is buried in snow. It's holding on to something. I pull it out. It's a pure white hand. A girl's hand. Oh yeah, that's right. I wasn't alone. I wipe away the snow on her face. Her profile, sleeping peacefully, appears before me. Yeah, this girl and I had always been together, here in this world, this empty, sorrowful world. I have no idea how this ties into the anime, by the way. If it even does at all. We shall see. I hate this town. There's just too many memories here I'd rather forget. Every day is the same. Go to school, see friends, come home to a place I can't stand. Nothing new ever happens. I wonder if anything will change if I keep living like this. Tomoya, that's right. I wonder if my life will ever change. There's nature almost everywhere you look around here. And I guess today's just another day of trekking through the mountains to get to school. The trip would be so much easier if I could just level them all. If I were able to go in a straight line, I'd probably save myself 20 minutes. 20 minutes every day. How much time would that save me a year? I try to do the math in my head as I walk. I can't figure it out. I don't see any other students from my school around. This is the main street to school too. Normally there are students everywhere. Today isn't a vacation day or anything like that either. So I guess that means I'm late. Responsible students don't just stroll into school at this hour of the day after all. Still, I continue walking at a leisurely pace, unfazed by my realization in the deserted scene before me. 200 meters left to the school gates. I stand still for a moment. I exhale dejectedly while I gaze up at the sky. I hope this movie works and doesn't crash the game, please. There stand the school gates, all the way up the ridge. Whose idea was it to put a school at the top of a giant slope anyway? The hill goes on like a never-ending nightmare. There's another sty, but one much smaller and shorter than mine. I look to my right. Not the Dango song, oh my god. A girl is standing there, just as still as me. I can tell from the color of the school insignia on her uniform that she's also a third-year student. But she isn't someone familiar to me. Her short hair, that comes just above her shoulders, flutters in the wind. She seems to be on the verge of tears. As a repeat offender of late arrivals, I'm not bothered one bit. She, on the other hand, seems far more concerned. The idea of getting to class this late must be pretty upsetting to her. She's nodding her head up and down with her eyes closed, as if telling herself something. Then she opens them. She stares up at the school gates. Might need to turn the voices off, unfortunately, because I will try voicing all the characters. Do you like this school? Huh? Oh, she's not asking me. She's talking to somebody else. Someone in her head, I guess. wonder how he, or perhaps she, replied. I really, really like it. But I know that sooner or later, everything changes. The fun things, the happy things, all of it. Nothing can stay the same forever. She continues to talk to herself awkwardly. Even if things change, will I still be able to enjoy it here? You just have to find more. That's it. Huh? The girl looks at me, surprised. It's almost as if she thought she was alone this whole time. Then you just have to find more things that are fun. More things that make you happy. That's all. That can't be too hard, right? Mm-hmm. The expression on her face. Yes. I remember those days. What it felt like to be naive. Simple. Tomoya, you're the same age. Shut up. That's something we've all experienced. God, that art is so beautiful in this. Come on, let's go. We start to climb the hill. The long, long hill. Oh, I got an achievement. Yay. April 4th, Monday. Sunohara. The teacher calls out a student's name. Absent as usual. I look to my side where Sunohara's desk sits empty. His attendance rate is even worse than mine. You see, the two of us are often labeled as the delinquents at school. That's probably why we get along so well. He's really the only person in class I can have an honest conversation with. Nevertheless, today's classes begin. I spend them looking out the window. The teachers' voices go in one ear and out the other. I realize that this is a very large cast game. I'm going to die with all of these voices, but I'll do my best. Classes finish, bringing the school day to an end. Sunohara never did show. In fact, the only person I've spoken to all day is that girl from this morning. It really is just another ordinary day. Since I'm not part of any after-school club, I grab my empty bag, cut through a pack of jabbering students, and leave the classroom. Oh, this is beautiful. I could go home, but there won't be anyone else there at this hour. And not anyone I'd want to see anyway. I don't have a mother. I was told she died in a car accident when I was still little. I don't even remember what she looked like. After her passing, my father sank into a pretty deep depression. Probably due to the shock of it all. Using alcohol to numb his pain, he wasted away his days gambling. Because of that, a lot of my time as a kid was spent arguing with him, actually. But one day, our relationship took a turn for the worse. He got violent with me. Ever since then, my father stopped showing his emotions. He also stopped calling me just Tomoya, instead calling me Tomoya-kun as if we're nothing more than strangers. Indeed, he's turned into just that at this point. It's like he's retreating into some kind of shell. As if he's trying to sever the past from the present from the past. It'd be better if he just pushed me away completely, or even just keep hitting me. At least then I'd know where I stand with him. God, that's rough. But no, every time he sees me back home from school, he brightens up like an old friend is visiting and starts making small talk. It hurts. It hurts so much. I can't stand being home anymore. That's why I stay out so late now. If I come back home when he's asleep, I don't have to see him. That's why I go to bed at dawn. Of course, then I don't wake up till noon. I've been late almost every day since starting high school. I've spent my life like this for almost 3 years now. Today's no different either. I go home just to change out of my school uniform, then leave again before my father gets back. The routine feels practically ingrained by this point. I wander around town aimlessly until nightfall. No matter what, I always end up at the same place. On my way, I grab some takeout from one of the local restaurants. I carry it with me as I walk down the massive hill from this morning towards the school dormitory. Our school pays special attention to its clubs, so a lot of students come from more rural areas to enroll. Those students then live here for the next 3 years, separated from their parents. These kids are practically members of a different species when compared to someone without any academic dreams like me. Normally I wouldn't have anything to do with them, but Tsunohara lives here. He used to be on the soccer team, and was even accepted to this school because of how good he was. However, he lost his spot on the varsity team as a freshman after being suspended for getting into a huge fight with a student from another school. By the time the following year's squad was decided, he was already an outcast within the team. He had no choice but to leave. He doesn't have the money to move though, so he still lives in the dorms where all the jocks are. How many times do I have to tell you? But the volume's nearly all the way down. Tsunohara's standing there. He's in front of another room talking to a student about twice his size. That doesn't matter. These walls are paper thin, so I can still hear you. Listen on your headphones or something. Come on, I can't afford those. Then don't listen at all. But I can't get into the zone without it. Plus, I think the music's pretty cool anyway. You should listen to the lyrics next time. They're totally cool. I don't think you get it. I don't care if they're cool or not. You need to understand how pissed off I am right now. Seriously, if I hear you one more time, I'm kicking your ass straight out of here. Slam. Tsunohara hangs his head, still standing in front of the now closed door. Damn it. Stupid rugby players. He mumbles the words under his breath. He won't be able to hear you like that, you know. Damn it! Stupid rugby players! Standing behind him, I repeat his words with a yell. Tsunohara grabs my heads and drags me into his room. Yep, that's a teenage boy's room. I can hear angry yells of, "Hey, who was that?" resonating from the hallway. Are you trying to get me killed? You're the one who said it. Listen, Okazaki, my relationship with all those guys has been rocky at best lately, and I haven't even been causing any trouble. Then let's go out with a bang. I still have another year left here. And you're just gonna live in fear like this the entire time? Hey now. I don't back down from one-on-one fights, even if that means fighting one of those rugby guys. But he's not the only guy on the team living here. They're in all the rooms around us. I can't make trouble here, I'd be totally outnumbered. But I guess I wouldn't mind doing something crazy right before graduation. The smug little his face. I'll be counting on you to have my back then, alright? Great, I'll be sure to take a shot of my own at you while I'm at it. You're supposed to be covering my back, not stabbing it. I'm on the rugby team side, you know. Since when? Oh, not now, but I will be when this all goes down. What? Why? Did those 2 years we spent together mean nothing to you? Really? Blam! The wall shakes. The rumble is followed by a quiet down. Eee. I'll kick the wall right back for you. No, don't. You get scared way too easily. Dude, put yourself in my shoes. He's crying now. Please, just don't make any trouble while you're here. Sure. His pathetic display has such an impact on me that I give in without thinking. Munch, munch, munch. I settle down in the small area between the wall and Tsunohara's ever-present kotatsu table and begin to eat my dinner. Oh, I'd love a kotatsu table. We just do not have them in Australia. But in winter they would be so nice. Sorry, could I get some tea? You think I'm gonna serve you tea? Hey, I said sorry. I don't care if you apologize or not, you're not getting any tea from me. What do you think this is, the cafeteria? We're in your room, I understand that. Uh-huh. And you're my maid here. Yeah, you definitely don't get any now. please, I forgot to buy some. So is the idea of going out to buy some yourself just not registering? But I thought you wanted to do anything you could to be of service to me after I saved your life, no? What? That never happened. That's what I told you. That's what you told me after I saved you, though. That man named Tsunohara died long ago. Before you now stands your loyal attendant. I am but a simple tea servant. That's what you'll say to me. So, tea, please. That's the worst story I've ever heard. Alright, could you just get me one last cup of tea then? I'm not getting you a last cup, just like I'm not getting you a first cup. Oh, but it's such a moving story. You'll definitely want to pour me some once you hear it. You seemed done for after suffering life-threatening injuries. But I, thirsty, ordered you to make me some tea. So you summoned up the last drops of your strength to go brew some, even as you groveled on all fours. And then, Mr. Okazaki, here is your tea, sir. And this cup will be my last. You died with a smile on your face. Man, I sound remarkably satisfied in that story. Well, it was exactly how you'd wish to go, after all. Nevertheless, I sat there drinking that final cup of tea as I cried. See, moving, isn't it? So, tea, please. I already told you no. I spend the rest of my time there reading a magazine. With no TV in the room, the only things I can really do are talk to Tsunohara or read. Rip Tsunohara. About time to go to sleep. It was late and the date had already changed over. Yeah, I guess so. One line I didn't cross was staying the night in Tsunohara's room. Just the thought of waking up in the morning to someone like that is depressing. Damn, Tomoya. Poor Tsunohara. Alright, I'm gonna go take a shower then. Okay. Tsunohara grabbed some underwear and a towel out from under a heap of clothes in the corner of his room before leaving. I'd prefer to avoid having to welcome Tsunohara back to his room after a shower, so I'll leave while I still can. I close the magazine and get up off the floor. As I do, I find myself looking at a cassette player. There's a tape still sitting inside it. I try playing it. Out comes the melody of a Japanese rap song that hasn't been popular for a while. Talk about lame. Who listens to this kind of stuff? Oh, that's so rude. Tsunohara is not that mean. I'm just gonna leave it. The poor guy, he's had enough. This would make it the first time I don't do anything to his room after he leaves me alone in it, but I guess I'll spare him for today. I decide to leave before Tsunohara returns. I draw a line at, like, messing with people's, like, personal, like, belongings like that. Like, what the hell? She's standing here again, just like yesterday. You again? Why can't you go up the hill on your own? Well, how can I put this? You don't have to tell me if you don't want to. You don't know me, after all. All right. But you really should get to school on time like a good student. But you're late for school. She points straight at me, her eyes burning right through my thinly veiled reticence. Forget about me. I look away, unable to meet her gaze any longer. What am I doing acting all serious and getting on her case? I don't know her well enough to do that. She's absolutely right, though. She's just as much of a delinquent as I am. Do what you want. I start up the hill without her. It's just... What drew me to her at first was the fact she didn't really look like a bad student. That's all. Oh, please, wait. A voice. It's hers. May I join you? I look behind me to find her standing there quietly. Why? Well, I feel anxious going alone. It's Kind of odd that she's asking me of all people, someone she doesn't even know. I mean, she at least has to have a friend or two, right? I look up the hill, squinting from the sun's blinding glare. It's not too far away. And she's got no one else to go up with right now. I guess it wouldn't hurt. Do what you want. I start walking again after beating myself. Please wait. What now? The girl eyes me, looking as though she's deciding on whether to say what's just popped into her head, then... Anpan. A single word is all that comes out. How should I even reply to something like that? Baguette? I don't really understand what you mean. You took the words right out of my mouth. I was just gonna say that to you. So... what? You like anpan or something? Is that it? No, not particularly. But it's not as if I hate it. I guess I like it more than I dislike it. Talk about beating around the bush. It's not like I really care either way. Alright, well, let's get going. Okay. There's a bit of newfound energy in her response. Maybe that was some kind of weird magic spell that she cast right now. Thunk! Her footsteps make it sound like she's galloping behind me. Oh, Honsko. Confirmed. The bell rings, ending the period. Someone calls out to me unexpectedly. I turn to face the source. Oh. Ryo Fujibayashi. She's the class president, I think. Or rather, she's the girl that was saddled with the responsibility of being the class president. If I remember correctly, she's Kyo's younger twin. She insecurely darts her eyes left and right as she's standing next to my desk. Yeah? Here, she says as she hands me a sheet of paper. A love letter? No, it's not. You are bolder than you look. Not easy to just hand that to me directly. It's not a love letter. It's a chain letter. Messing up my characters. One moment, please. It's a chain letter, then. It's kind of mean of you to just hand that to me so nonchalantly. I don't think it's a chain letter either. A letter of challenge? Oh no, she doesn't know. Fujibayashi blushes and pushes the paper against my chest. It's the handout from this morning's homeroom. Oh, lame. I toss it to my desk drawer without so much as looking at it. It's probably nothing important anyway. Do you need something else? I think you should try to come to school on time more often. That's no concern of yours, right? I think it'd be better if you came on time. Do you think you can start picking on your classmates' attendance now that you're the class pres? Oh, she's hot. That's not it, but... Well... Her eyes start to water. I guess that was a little too much. We're just being so mean to her. For no reason at all. I'm sorry, I went a bit too far. No, I was out of line. I'm sorry. Hey, Okazaki, don't make the class pres cry, okay? Otherwise her sister will come after you. It's okay, I'm not crying. You can't say that when you're on the verge of tears. In any case, since no tears have actually come out, let's just say she isn't crying. Well, I'll consider it. Oh, yes. But if you could, please, try not to be late. With that, Fujibayashi takes out a deck of cards from her shirt pocket. Then gently, but clumsily, she begins to shuffle the deck. Chicka 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 chick. What? Chicka 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 cha. Oh. And the cards scatter splendidly across the floor. Oh. Flustered, she picks them up off the ground and starts shuffling again. She manages to do it this time. Fujibayashi clumsily fans the cards out and holds them out towards me. That's so cute. What's this? Go ahead. Should I pick one? Please pick 3. I have no clue what's going on. Is she trying to show me some sort of card trick? In any case, I take 3 cards. Please show them to me. Here? She stares at the 3 cards I had chosen. Okazaki-kun, you'll be late tomorrow. Is she trying to pick a fight? Hey, didn't you just tell me to come on time? What's this about? On your way to school tomorrow, there'll be an old lady who'll have trouble crossing the street. You'll be late because you helped her. But she'll be grateful for your help and give you some money for your trouble. Wait a second, why is your fortune so detailed? I wouldn't believe that if you were just using tarot cards, much less playing cards. How can you possibly tell all that would happen with just numbers and suits? It's a girl's intuition. Her 6th sense is in full force, huh? On top of that, she's pretty confident about it. Could it be that you actually don't want me to come to school? That's not it. It's just what the fortune says. Okay then, I absolutely won't be late tomorrow. Even if I come across an old lady in trouble at the crosswalk, I'll pretend I don't see her. I don't think that's nice. I think you should help others when they're in need. No, I'll abandon her. But... Bing bong! Oh! There, the bell's ringing. Go back to your seat. Yes. Upon me saying so, Fujibayashi heads for a seat with her shoulders dropped. Poor girl, she's trying her best. She's making me feel depressed. Huh? Please don't take the fortune too seriously, she says and trots to her seat. Maybe she really is trying to pick a fight after all. Having been told such a weird fortune, I'm feeling kind of blue. As I rest my head on the table after 3rd period, I hear a thud come from the seat next to mine. I look up to see Sunahara reclining on his chair, a satisfied expression painted on his face. Morning! What a great start to the day. Makes you want to say, bomb ahead. What? You ought to be thanking me. Your morning was only peaceful thanks to my generosity. What does that got to do with how nice my morning's been? You must be making stuff up again. I listened to my favorite hip-hop songs. I drank my coffee. It's nice knowing that no one can put a damper on my mornings. That's good to hear. I'll be sure to be merciless next time I mess with him. I know! I'll record you a copy of my mixtape. That way you can start your day off with it too. I'm not interested in bombing any heads. Are you making fun of that song? What the hell is Bombing Head? Bomb a Head. First released in 1993, Bomb Ahead was a hit Japanese hip-hop song by the artist MCAT. Interesting. Cool. No, but you keep talking about this hip-hop mix of yours, and that song isn't even hip-hop. It's straight Japanese pop. What are you talking about? That song is undisputed gold standard of hip-hop. We're not getting into a debate about this. Anyway, bring a tape next time and I'll make you a copy. I said I don't want one. Whatever, I'm going back to sleep. Didn't you just wake up? I did, but there's no point in staying awake. You really are the quintessential role model. Okay, good night. He rests his head on the table, unaffected by the fact that he's in the middle of a classroom trying to catch a nap. Brazen indeed. I yawn slightly. Well, that made me actually yawn. Probably court his drowsiness. I look at the table ahead of me to figure out what subject 4th period is. That thin textbook means English grammar. That teacher constantly calls on me. Ugh. Well, too bad, buddy. You're sitting through class. Tsunohara is sound asleep. Hey, Tsunohara. I grab his shoulders and give him a good shake. Hey, the teacher just called on you. What? Seriously, what's the question? You have to sing the song from the Takefuchi commercial. Oh, okay. Tsunohara jumps out of his seat and stands. Let's go! Won't you take my hand? Something, something, man. Do-da-do-dee-da-do-da-da-do. He screams out his answer. The teacher turns around, his chalk still held to the blackboard. What was that, Tsunohara-kun? Huh? Let's go! Won't you take my hand? Something, something, man. Do-da-do-dee-da-dee-da-do. I didn't call on you. The sound of muffled laughter begins to envelop the room. Ah! Okazaki, you bastard! You humiliated me in front of the whole class! Bomber Head really is the gold standard of hip-hop. I know, right? Oop, I think I read the wrong line, it's the wrong character. Anyway, his mood brightens immediately. How he manages to go from utterly bashful to oblivious happy is bewildering. So, what should we do for lunch? If you have money, let's go somewhere off campus. I'm broke. School cafeteria it is then. The two of us stroll down the hall. Hup! Tsunohara suddenly leaps into the air as he reaches for the ceiling, apparently showing off how high he can jump. Do you see that? I just hit the ceiling with my first knuckle there. Impressive, right? I'm dazzled beyond words, let me tell you. Yeah, and I'm not even trying my hardest either. If I gave it everything I'd have, I'd tear my uniform. So you know that's why I only half did it. Sure. How thoughtful of you, because you always cared so much about that uniform. Yeah, it's as crowded as ever. It'll be fine, we just have to push the freshmen out of the way. Okay, this is our seat. Tsunohara says with a smile to a bunch of freshmen who are seated and chatting. I don't want them to associate me with him. I buy a food ticket and exchange it for a bowl of kitsune udon. I bring it to an open seat near the corner of the room and sit down. Oh my god, there's so many different students. Whoa, hold on, Okazaki. I just got us those seats over there. Tsunohara comes running to me holding his lunch tray. He quickly notices that I have no intention of getting up and moving seats, so he just forced the underclassmen out of. Okay, this is my seat then. Get out of the way, please. He tries to move the student in front of him just like he tried to do with the freshman, so he can sit next to me. This student is another 3rd year. He's on the rugby team. And on top of that, he's sitting with the rest of his rugby pals. What, you want us to move while we're still in the middle of our meal? Sorry, I thought you were freshmen. So you would have made a move while I was still eating if I were a freshman? No, of course not. Wait a minute, that's the guy who kicked me out of my seat the other day. The freshman on the rugby club who's sitting with them loudly announces the fact. Hey, thanks for snitching on me. Okay, I get what's going on here. Come on, we're taking this out back. This is all a big misunderstanding. Tsunohara gets grabbed by the nape of his neck and... Yeah. Wah! Rip Tsunohara. He's dragged off. I leave the cafeteria as soon as I finish my lunch. Oh, that was a disaster. Look at that girl. You see her over there? The girl by the window is pointing outside and talking to a friend next to her. She's eating bread on her own. It looks like she's munching away at it as fast as she can. Isn't that cute? Wonder what class she's in. I haven't seen her around much. Her words are enough to give me an idea of who it is. As I join the two looking down on the courtyard, I see a girl sitting on the side of some stone steps, eating by herself. It's her. Of course, go down to the courtyard. Sunahara probably won't be back for a while. I guess I'll see how she's doing. Hey. I approach the girl and call out to her. Why are you here all by yourself? Yum yum yum. Huh? She really is eating anpan. Yum 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 yum. Hey, did you hear me? Oh, I'm sorry. I'm in the middle of eating. She stops eating to answer me, but that's it. I see. I decide to sit next to her and wait. I can see up to the window I and the others were looking down from earlier. No one's there now. Once she finishes her anpan, she begins sipping on a carton of milk. Why are you out here? Oh, I was just wondering why you're eating lunch out here all by yourself. Do you like this school? I've heard these words before, but this time she's asking me. Well, not particularly. I see. I really, really like it. But nothing can stay the same forever. The fun things, the happy things, all of it. It all eventually changes, you know? They're all words I heard yesterday morning. And that's why you can't feel the same way about this place now, huh? I finished the end of her sentence. Yeah, that's right. Can you be more specific? I don't really understand. I had to take a lot of time off school because I was sick. You were? Yeah. For how long? A long time. Okay, then what? Well, I guess school stopped being a place where I could have fun. I still don't really understand what you mean. You must have had friends, right? I don't know if I would call them friends, but there was a few people I could talk to. They don't necessarily have to be good friends, as long as you have someone. That's what matters. So basically, what you're saying is, you took so much time off that it became hard to talk to your friends. They formed their own groups while you went around. Oh, that's relatable. That is very relatable. Is that about right? Are your friends really that heartless, though? I mean, typically speaking, most people would welcome someone back with open arms after a situation like that, no matter how long it had been. They won't welcome me back. Well then, they must be heartless. No, it's my fault for being away for so long. I had only spent a little bit of time with those girls and, well, they aren't at this school any longer. What? Why not? They all graduated. Just this spring. Huh. How long were you away for? 9 months. I see. Oh, she got held back a grade. That's right, yeah. That must really suck. She must feel like a transfer student at a brand new school. Considering the circumstances, how could she not? I feel just like Urashima Taro. That's one way of putting it. Makes sense, though. Okay, Dangopedia save me. Who is that? 2, 3, 4, 5. Urashima Taro is a character, pardon me, from Japanese folklore who's taken under the sea after rescuing a turtle, only to return to his village to discover that 300 years have passed. It is similar to Rip Van Winkle in American culture. Well, I'm not American, so I don't know what Rip Van Winkle is. That's one way of putting it. Makes sense, though. And that's why I was eating lunch by myself. Oh, okay. Thanks. I think I got it. Yeah. I don't know what it is, but it feels like maybe I overstepped my boundaries there. Like I pried more than I should have. Let's keep talking. I think just leaving is probably worse. But I can't just walk away now. It'd be awkward to have listened to all of that only to leave with a, well, see you later, good talk. None of it can stay the same forever. I recall her words. Of course not. Time is always moving forwards. Excuse me? Remember what I said yesterday. Nothing stays the same forever. You just need to find something else that makes you happy. So why not make new friends? No one is interested in doing that at this point. We're all gonna graduate soon, and everyone's too busy getting ready for what's next. Oh, so you're a third year. She's right. With college entrance exams directly around the corner, no one feels like going out of their way to make new friends right now. Oh, what about clubs though? Are you in one, or have you ever been in one? I ask her as if suddenly remembering something important. No. I see. But there is one I wanted to join. Cool, what is it? The drama club. The drama club? Does our school have one of those? It did a year ago. Oh, I see. Okay, then go check out the club room after school. That is what you want to do, right? Yeah, it is. Then you should do it and put your whole heart into it. Okay, I will. She clenches her fist in determination, and it looks like my encouragement might have worked.